Well, hello there, friends and family. Just want to do a video today. I was going to try to put one out yesterday. Of course, that was going to be a cooking video. But, as most of you know, stay tuned to the news, mainstream media. Again, the Southwest and Southeast had a tough day on Sunday, starting very early Sunday morning, and that with severe storms. I mean, they were monsters. This will be the second Sunday in a row. I think all of you are aware the devastation and loss of life we had in the Southeast on Easter Sunday. And then yesterday, this is of course Monday, we relived something nearly as ferocious. I know states impacted were Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi got hit hard as well, with 3 confirmed tornadoes, an EF3 and 2 more EF4s. Let me tell you folks, if you've never stood and watch an EF4 come at you, you don't ever want to. But here in Alabama, or at least as of me shooting this video, they're still looking into the fact, did we have any tornadoes, or was all of our damage straight line winds? And there are just a dozen or more counties again affected by these storms that raged from about 2 a.m. Sunday morning all through Sunday morning, Sunday midday, Sunday afternoon into Sunday night, and wee hours of Monday morning before they moved through my state. And they went, you know, as far south as Florida and as far north as Kentucky, all the way to the East Coast, the Carolinas. And I'll leave it up to you to take a look at all the pictures of the devastation, but here in Alabama, there is a huge amount of tree damage again, on top of what we just saw last Sunday. And with that brings all the power outages again, internet, cell phones, and we had some of that here as well too. Tallapoosa County has a lot of tree damage, a lot of trees over the road, trees on houses. Especially hard hit was Alex City and Dadeville to the north of me. Wind Creek State Park had a lot of damage, all from trees coming down. Now here on my place, nope, we're fine. Now here again, some small leaves, or small limbs, not leaves, and you know, nothing larger than about 1/2 inch, 1 inch. Sunday, I think, took out anything else that was loose last Easter. And then what remained is down now, and of course I've already picked it all up before I went and got the camera, which thought was charged, but it wasn't. You know, we had a couple of small power outages throughout the wee morning hours of Sunday, and then throughout Sunday day into Sunday night, early this morning, Monday. Nothing all too major, but just like Easter Sunday, I didn't sleep much. Now, for those of you who keep wondering, and say, well, if you believe so much, don't know why you're afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm just not ready to go yet, okay, folks? If some of y'all are, I'm good. I'm not ready to go up and have my chat with God. That'll come soon enough, I'm sure. But I'm just been blessed these past 2 Sundays that we haven't had any severe damage here on my home place. And did I pray? Oh yeah, I was praying. I was praying for everyone in the Southwest, Southeast. Everybody who stood in the face of those storms again. And like always, as people get out, the damage here in Alabama, as I'm sure Mississippi and Louisiana and other states, is so widespread, it'll take a while to assess it all, determine what actually happened, whether it was straight line winds or smaller tornadoes, and come up with a death count. As it stands now, 3 have died as a result of this storm. Over in Mississippi, where those EF4s come through, it's just like I remember back in 74 in Harvest, when that EF4 came through my neighborhood. There ain't nothing left but the place where the house stood. That's what I remember, and that's what I saw again late this morning when I was looking at the pictures coming out of Mississippi. But that's why I want to do this video, because I know several of y'all have sent me messages, and in the comments of the previous video, hoping and praying I was safe. Me and the kitty crew, and we are. And I thank y'all for your prayers and your thoughts, as well as your birthday wishes. And I hope I caught everyone and wish them a happy birthday too. That had in the month of April, or their children or parents or what have you. If I missed anybody, it wasn't intentional. So I wish everybody in the month of April happy birthday. Hope it was a blessed day, and as wonderful as you and your families can make it. But today, the sun's back out, and the sky goes from partly cloudy to mostly cloudy again. As I walk around and check things. So I'm over here at my truck tire planters. I'm going to be looking at them. And I'll give you all a little look. And then I'm going to spend a little more time looking at them. Okay? Let me turn you around, show you what we got going on. So, yep, as you can see, radishes, they're looking really fine. Now, I know I keep saying I need to get out here and thin out some of these bad boys, you know, but I must say the weather has not been the most cooperative, has it? I think you can see just one true leaf forming right there in the center of those 2 seed pod leaves. That's okay. And you're going to see here something, because this did happen here. See how those leaves look all beat up? Well, one thing we did have yesterday, we had hail. Wasn't real big. That's why I wanted to check everything today. I think it was around pea size. It didn't last all that long. But you can see how beat up those leaves are, I believe. It'll still survive, but just don't look too good, does it? So, I just went ahead, and ate it. Still tasty. So these are doing fine. Once I put y'all up, I'll do some more thinning and that. Cause I gotta try to think of what to do for supper tonight. I think I got just a little bit of lettuce left. Take some of these and throw in there. Maybe pick some wild greens of some type, not sure yet. I think I have one tomato left. And I'll make me a salad. And over here on the lettuce, more's coming up. There ain't no way y'all gonna be able to see it though. No way. Some of it's just so tiny, tiny, tiny. I was really starting to worry about it. Let me show you how tiny it can be, okay? I'm gonna get down here so close that maybe even you can see it. See it right there? Or right there. See how little tiny? So more of that old seed's coming up. And that's important to note. This was a 2012 seed. So it's coming up. That's something I wanted to know too, because I've been gardening 58 years. And I really didn't know how long a last seed would last either. Now y'all saw I put a lot of seed in here. So what type of germination rate do I have? Who knows? But this is something, in a survival situation, like, that's what this is all starting to look like sometimes. Whether we like to think about that or not, this is that pandemic many hardcore preppers prep for, but really, I don't think in the back of their mind they ever thought they'd be faced with it, because that's what I'm seeing a lot now on social media. People really, even though they said they prepared for it, they really weren't faced for the reality of it. So the lettuce is starting to come up fairly well. Now you'll notice an eerie quiet sometimes. I noticed it today too. The birds. They're not near as cheerful today or as active. Not sure why. But I will say this. Here, as in many parts in Alabama, they saw straight line winds of 80 to 100 miles an hour. And there was a time or two yesterday, as various parts of that storm came through, that I don't know if it got up to 80 to 100 right here in my place. But let me tell you what, it was extreme. And the lightning and thunder, I mean, all Sunday morning, Sunday night, me and old Trix, we thought it was never going to end. It just went on and on and on. But you got to stay prepared for that too. In a storm, people who can just lay their head down and go to sleep through something like that, and then in the second breath they want to say they're always prepared for something. No, unless you and your family are in your shelter or bunker, then laying your head down and getting you a good night's rest, that's not being prepared. In my mind, that's being foolish. And that's why, hence, ain't had much sleep. But I'm sure I'll sleep well tonight. Because it has been a fairly beautiful day, as y'all can see. Now I'm out here checking, and looks like all this came through storm well. And carrots are really starting to take off. Let's see if I can tease one out of here. Well, it's wanting to come. Oh, there we go. That's a fine looking carrot. Now you gotta understand, these carrots aren't like store-bought. This is the Danvers 126. And in my experience, that's about the size it gets. And like I've said before, they grow a lot slower in the winter time. And I picked many carrots out of here already. I'm just trying to get me one or two for that salad tonight that I'll be making. Of course, when my lettuce is growing, it's going to be a few days before I'll be having another fresh salad. But that's okay. Life goes on. People did make it in America without salad. Of course, I could always throw me in a bunch of these radish seed pods. They're just everywhere, as you can see. But I'm trying to save that seed. During famine in countries, that's where people always make the mistake. Yep, they get hungry. There's no food left, and they start eating up their next year's seed. Well, then they're really screwed, because they'll have nothing to replant. And that's even happened in America. So, for me, it looks like I'm going to have a bounty of radish seed, as you can see. Look at there. I'm going to save that seed. I'm not going to sit here and pick all of these today. And you know, having one, that's okay. They are tasty. Look at them all there. They're everywhere. But I think for right now, I'll just be happy with my one carrot. And to stretch it, I'll shred it. That'll work. And toss it in with that little bit of lettuce I got left. That one Roma tomato. I think I got some celery too. Dice some of that up and throw in there. A little bit of onion. Maybe some fresh garlic. Mix us up a little Italian olive oil and vinegar salad dressing, and call it good. And of course, there's still standing water everywhere. That's why I'm sort of having to not stare into the camera and watch where I'm walking. You saw how much water was in that rain gauge? Yeah, 5 inches. That's the problem here in Deep South. At times we get a lot of rain. Unfortunately, we get it all in 1 or 2 days, and then I won't see rain again for 2, 3, 4 weeks. That time's coming. So like I said, the video today wasn't all that earth-shattering, other than let my friends, my family, and those of you out there in the virtual neighborhood know. Oh, Mr. Tom's fine, Trixie's fine, the kitty crews are fine. They were by earlier, ate their morning grub. I didn't catch them on video, and I just refilled it. Might be able to catch a minute or two of them a little bit later before dark. But they all came through it too. And I hope all of y'all did. I hope none of y'all lost any of your family during these storms again this Sunday, or suffered any severe property damage. But it would be interesting to hear from all of y'all just what you were seeing yesterday. Now, I know there were some snow flurries and snowstorms up in different areas of the United States as well. Hard to believe. What's April 20th? And this is my 35th day self-isolating. My neighbor just got home from work. He's still working every day. And I wish the numbers had come down here in the world, in the U.S., even in my state, but no, things are still continuing to grow. I'm not going to go all into the numbers. Y'all can keep track of that. Still, I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. If y'all do, let me know. And tell me what your thoughts are and why. I don't need to hear about this is all a conspiracy or a hoax, or all the hospitals are empty. I don't have an agenda, and I don't need to hear about anybody else's agenda. If that's what you believe and that's what you think, then that's fine. I respect that. Go out and do what you want. Like I've said before, we all have the right to die as we choose. But we don't have the right to take the life of another or endanger another. So I do hope all of y'all out there are still praying for our frontline workers. All of them. And one type of worker I haven't brought up, and I was thinking about it, and I meant to say something last week, was our power company people. They're out every day, keeping that power coming to your home. They're out there in mass right now again this Sunday. And they never left from last Sunday, getting power restored all over this state, as I'm sure in all the southwestern and southeastern states. But I know here in Alabama again, we've got tens and tens and tens of thousands of people without power, without their internet, without their cell phones, just sitting at home. They were already sitting, and now they're sitting with nothing. Many of their homes are damaged, their possessions are being destroyed. So I'll be praying for them as well, and I hope you will too. So I really don't got a whole lot more to say. Like I say, it wasn't going to be one of those targeted, informed videos. And that is just going to be one about, once again, old Mr. Tom, Trixie, the kitty crew, and my family, both my son, my daughter, are fine. And so is my grandson. And I'm extremely thankful for that. So until I see you on the next video, y'all take care out there. Stay safe as always. May God bless each and every one of you, your family, and your loved ones. Bye for now.